When the dust settles, you'll see that the ground beneath you was never lost, only waiting to be found. The storm didn't break you, it made space for the clarity you were always meant to see. You've not just survived the storm, you've become the calm after it. Every choice, every whisper, has led you here, where the chaos has quieted, and all that remains is clarity. Sometimes it takes losing your footing to realize you've been standing exactly where you were meant to all along. Not all storms destroy, some recalibrate. You didn't walk into this moment, you were quietly, carefully led here. And now, the world feels like it finally makes sense. It wasn't chaos that shook you, it was the precise realignment of everything that didn't fit before. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. There are certain phases in life where reality doesn't just shift. It rearranges itself beneath your feet. Without asking. You're not walking through a storm right now. The recent storm has passed. Now you're walking through a recalibration so precise it almost feels disorienting. Not because something is wrong, but because something has finally aligned. You didn't stumble into this moment. You were led here quietly, intricately, through decisions that seemed small at the time, through whispers you followed without fully knowing why. And now you find yourself here, on the edge of something unspoken but deeply felt. It's not chaos. It's not confusion. It's clarity. So new. Your body hasn't caught up yet. Your nervous system is still trying to make sense of this expansion. It doesn't know whether to brace or to exhale. And that's okay. You've been holding so much for so long that stillness can feel suspicious. Peace can feel like a setup, but it's not. It's real. It's yours. You're just not used to it lasting this long. And still there's something else underneath, isn't there? You know that pressure you've been feeling lately, that anxiety that comes in like a wave you didn't see coming? It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because something massive is trying to be released from within you. What you're feeling is the ache of dormant potential. Potential that's been held back, locked away, paused for years. And now it's ready. But your body doesn't quite know what to do with it. Imagine a dam that's been holding back water for decades. That wall is strong, but behind it, that water has been pressing harder every year. Now picture the moment the gates finally open. That flow is intense, almost violent in its release. It can shake the dam itself. That's you. Your mind and body are trying to process an energetic upgrade so immense it almost doesn't make sense. You're not falling apart. You're adjusting. It may feel like a breakdown, but it's a breakthrough. So if you've been overwhelmed, tired, restless, even a little off balance, that kind of intensity is completely normal after a major transformation. You've felt it before, and now it's simply showing up again as your system catches up to the shift you're becoming. And in this becoming, the best thing you can do is slow down. Be still. Take walks with your bare feet on the grass. Let your nervous system know you're safe. Let your body catch up with your soul. Meditate. Breathe. Put your hand over your heart and just remind yourself, I'm expanding. And, yeah, the other thing that no one really warns you about, it's not just the energy that's shifting. It's your entire reality. You lived a certain way for years, maybe decades. You knew how to function in that version of yourself. But now that version is gone. And this new version, it's still settling in. So don't be hard on yourself if things feel weird right now, if going to the grocery store suddenly feels like a chore, if social gatherings drain you instead of energize you, if normal conversations feel heavy. You're not antisocial. You're not distant. You're just not willing to pretend anymore. The mask you once wore to get through the day, it doesn't fit the version of you that used to smile to keep the peace. They've left the building, and what's left is truth. Raw, real, radiant truth. And sometimes that truth doesn't know how to make small talk. But now you understand why you feel so much. Why everything feels like it matters more. Even when it's small. You're sensitive. Not because you're weak, but because you're finally connected. Connected to who you really are. connected to the energetic frequency you were always meant to walk in. And yeah, that kind of shift makes the world feel unfamiliar for a while. But don't worry. This awkwardness isn't permanent. You're just not who you used to be. And that means the world can't treat you the way it used to either. The old ways of operating, tolerating conversations that drain you, laughing at things that no longer resonate, forcing connections that quietly hollow you out. Those things just don't work anymore. And honestly, that's a sign of deep alignment. You're not losing your spark. You're outgrowing the environments that once kept it dim. But here's what's interesting. This shift you're experiencing, it didn't just impact you. It exposed others. Quietly, completely. The way certain people have started to respond to your presence now, it says everything. People don't react to what's irrelevant. They react to what's undeniable. And right now, you're radiating something that can't be ignored, even by those who tried. You're the chapter they never prepared for, the plot twist they didn't see coming. The version of you that's no longer afraid to walk away, say less, or simply choose peace. That version shakes every false sense of control. They may try to play it cool, act unaffected, pretend the shift is in you, not them. But their energy has already confessed what their mouth won't. They're uncomfortable because you've become unshakable. It's subtle, but it's loud. The pause before they speak, the way they over-explain, the way they glance sideways when your name is mentioned. You don't need to confront it. You don't need to correct it. Just observe it. Every silent revelation is doing the work for you. And the beautiful thing is, you're not even trying to prove anything. You're just existing with clarity. And clarity is disruptive to those who survive off confusion. This isn't about revenge. It's not about making a point. It's about realizing you don't have to live on defense anymore. You're not auditioning for love, for respect, or for a place at anyone's table. And not everyone is meant to sit at this table with you. Not in this chapter. So if you've been wondering why certain people are acting distant, avoidant, awkward, or strangely performative all of a sudden, just know they're reacting to a truth they can't unsee. You've become the mirror they didn't ask for, the one that doesn't lie, the one that reflects what they buried. You didn't expose them. Their own energy did. Let that be your peace. And still, here's the part one don't want you to miss. It's okay if this new reality still feels a bit lonely. It's okay if things you used to do effortlessly now take more from you than you expected. If chatting at a party feels like climbing a mountain, if even something as simple as shopping wears you out in ways that don't make sense. If your circle feels smaller and your words feel fewer, that's not regression. That's refinement. You're learning to hear yourself more clearly now. And in doing so, the noise of the world feels louder until it doesn't. You're in the space between the shedding and the settling. And it's sacred. Let yourself move slowly through it. Let yourself be awkward. Let the silence linger. Let the emotions rise without rushing to fix them. You're not breaking. You're calibrating to a life that fits. You're not meant to explain this process to everyone. Most won't understand, not because they're bad people, but because they haven't had to unlearn what you've outgrown. And that's okay, too. If you take nothing else from this moment, hear this: you were never behind. You were just buried under expectations that didn't belong to you. And now you're free. Not because someone gave you permission, but because you stopped asking for it. So breathe deeply. You're not just healing. You're returning to your center, to your voice, to your... Thanks for watching.